Ceremony kita kalau kalau di demo ceremony
Bluetooth mode.
Okay.
Semut ya bini tu tuan ini mati orang gelan baik orang tuan kai seker kai hamna ada ini apa baal mo jël génn wala da nga man ñu té
Gak ada yang jenis ya?
beneen téléphone su ma koy amee non
Good morning.
Sir, this photo of some people.
Sanya.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Congratulations. Morning. The vice captain. Morning.
Thank you, guys.
The
Chief of Defense Staff, Gambia Armed Forces,
Relax.
the Deputy Chief of Defense Staff, the Commander, Gambia Navy, Service Chief, senior officers, men here present, the Sport Officer, Gambia Armed Forces, the Regimental Sergeant Major, Defense Headquarters, all other protocols really understood to observe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So we gathered here today in witness to the presentation of sport kits and equipment that your office has worked on tirelessly to provide for the sport company of the Gambia Armed Forces. Without much ado, we'll pray in our various ways before we commence the program. Sir, shall we pray? Amen. So, first of all, before we go into the program, I want to respectfully invite Staff Sergeant Paul Stephen Pereira to give a rundown to the equipment that you have rightfully purchased for the team. Staff Sergeant Pereira, you are welcome to step forward.
Morning. Mike.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure to stand here on behalf of the sports officer, the sports company as well, to present to you this equipment that we'll be using. And, it will be a milestone this year. For this equipment will serve as a moral boost to male and female team, especially the sports company, and to give us the moral that the high command is behind us for this season. To start with, we have the away jersey. These jerseys will serve for the male and female team when they're playing away. We don't want to be in our home jersey. In order not to clash on jerseys, we will be wearing this in case the home team decide to come in this color, then the sport company or the male and female team will decide to come in this color, sir. The green ones are our home jersey games. They're in two sets, both for male and female, sir. And this is our usual home jersey. We wear this when we are playing in our home ground, sir. And these ones are for the goalkeepers, sir. So these are another set of jersey. The ones with the small numbers on the chest, sir, these are training kits. We don't want them to be wearing Chelsea, Barcelona, Manchester United, but we want them to be in uniformity of the Gambia Armed Forces wear, and that's why this will serve as a training kits for them. When they have to work and people see them, they really know that the Gambia
so na taxaw di len dé bay nit yi xel la dina ngi duggal ci frame jamm
able to identify them through their jerseys. And this one will serve when they're going for match day. They dress properly, so when the driver is picking them on the way, he does not need to be asking you, where are you? The outfit of the Gambia Armed Forces will serve as an identification for them to get on the highway, sir. This one is for the technical team. You don't want to dress the players when the people in charge of them are not properly dressed as well, sir. And this one is also a tracksuit out jersey for them to wear. These are bibs, sir, in different colors. They have the technical team to identify their players when they want to put up their tactics ahead of a game. In case we want to play our younger brother, not the police arms, Falcons. We see them as our younger brothers, so the blue army. We can use this jersey. The coach can use this to identify his tactics between the midfield players, the strikers, and the defenders. So at least we can be able to give them those missiles to tell them that we are your senior brothers. So these are the different socks for the away game and the home game. And to show real Debanjo that we are equally equipped, our players don't need to be carrying Serekunda and Manjago bags. They need to wear Adidas and Nike bags. And that's why they are providing for them to know that when they are going for match day, they need to dress properly to know that Gambia Armed Forces is ready to show up their power. We have been in our house power. Test games internationally we provide national players, national coaches. We want to keep that trend to continue. So if you have a sport officer, this is what you have. So you can feel what is in front of yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Staff Sergeant Paul Stephen Pereira and the sport officer for that presentation. Now we will have a statement from the Chief of Defense Staff who have generously toiled to provide the sport company with these much needed kits or equipment, if you may call them. We'll now have a statement from the Chief of Defense Staff. Sir.
Thank you very much, the Master of Ceremony, the Deputy Chief of Defense Staff, Gambia Armed Forces, Major General Usman Gomez, service chiefs here present, directors, other principal staff officers, senior officers here present, the members of the sports company, distinguished members of the media fraternity, both electronic and print. Good morning. Good, sir. This is a very proud moment for us, the Gambia Armed Forces. Like has already been alluded to, sports is a very important component of what we do on a daily basis. But more so, it's also a signature of the enthusiasm that these fine young men and women have to promote our national participation in sport, especially football. It is a known fact that the Gambia Armed Forces football team has been over the years one of the top football clubs in the country. And this is evidenced by not only our track record in the national football arena, but I can remember we also had on 2 or 3 occasions been selected to participate in the Africa sports games. Unfortunately, we couldn't win the championship, but the dream is still alive. By this investment, we are coming back. We are making the statement that we are coming back in full force. I understand this year we have been relegated, but that is the nature of the game. Sometimes you win, and then for professional reasons, you suffer some setbacks. But I'm sure with this kind of investment, which I don't want to detail, I have the list here, it's quite a very substantive investment, because each of the players will have 4 sets of match day jersey, both the male and the female, and all the rest of the other fine kits of high quality that we are giving them as a token of our appreciation and an investment and a statement of our commitment to provide them all that it takes to be able to win matches. I'm sure we are not even thinking of the local teams here, the ones that I don't want to name them. The media man spoke of. Those ones we will write over them. We are going for the continental. We are going for the continental trophies, and inshallah, that will not be the end. It is also part of our investment plans to build a befitting stadium for them in one of our camps. And that will show that we are serious with everything that we do, and we'll make sure that what it takes to win is provided to them. We'll also give them other incentives that are required to be able to represent the armed forces and the country in a very short time. On that note, I once again want to congratulate you and to encourage you and to tell you that we are behind you. So be committed, be focused, and then like the winning spirit that we've always developed, keep on that, and then inshallah, the glory will come very soon. On that note, I once again want to congratulate my team. I'm sure this is This is a team effort. You know, it takes a team to win, and from the deputy all the way down to the last soldier, we are all committed, and we are ready to gain back our glory. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best in your future match.
Thank you very much, sir, the Chief of Defense Staff, for those words. I think one of the words that I want to reiterate is the heads up to the team to make sure, fight hard, and come back to the glory days that the Gambia Armed Forces is known for, and Command has promised that Command is fully behind you. Without much ado, I want to invite Colonel Jame to give the vote of thanks, who is also one of the senior members of the GAF football board. Though when the presentation was being done, something was alluded to our younger brothers, the Falcons team. Oga Jame, sir, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
The Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambian Armed Forces, Lieutenant General Mamad Cham, the Deputy Chief of Defense Staff, Services Chief present, Principal Staff Officers, members from the Gambia Armed Forces Football Club, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, our friends from the media, good morning. I am standing in for the chair of the GAF FC board, who is Colonel Umar Ibuja, who is unavoidably absent due to other engagements. We are extremely delighted that the command of the Gambian Armed Forces has delivered this exhaustive list of items meant for the football club. Over the years, it is traditional for the club to present its needs for any upcoming season. And based on the resources availability, the command tries to provide what is possible. But this year, this effort has been carefully crafted. And that is why you have these items presented here. The quality of these items speaks for themselves. It is anticipated that they should be able to serve this team for at least 3 years. Having 4 match day jerseys of 30 each for both the male and female. You also have 70 pieces of training kits, that is in 2 sets, 35 for both male and female. Looking at the bags, the bibs, and also the equipment for the trainers shows that command is very serious about what happens out there at the football field. We are very sure that these items will go a long way in improving the performance of our club in the upcoming season. Let me draw attention of this gathering a little bit into history of this great club. Between 2023 and 2024, the Gambian Armed Forces Club was relegated. And in that particular season of 2023 was the year that they promoted from the second division to the first division. And immediately upon promotion to the first league, they eventually became champions of the Gambian League. That is in 2024. And from 2004 to date, the team has maintained itself in the first quarter of the league table. during which they emerged as league champions for 3 times and twice as FA Cup champions. And it is as a result of being champions of the Gambia that they participated in the CAF Champions League over those years. So we are definitely a powerhouse in Gambian football. Having said that, it is anticipated that with this, magnanimous support in equipment, we should be able to bounce back as quickly as possible to our rightful place in Gambian football. Teams like Gambian Post Authority, they got relegated. They were institutional teams like us. But after 2 seasons in the first division, in the second division, they are back in the fourth division. We can replicate something like that, but I believe we should be able to do something quicker than that because we are soldiers. I'm sure they will do it. And so on behalf of the board, we are very optimistic that we will soon bounce back to our rightful place in Gambian football. On that note, we want to thank you so much and the entire GAF command for this support. And we hope to have more support morally and in equipment. And most importantly, we love to see our members from the units and the formations to be patronizing this club in terms of support. We need that 12th man when we have matches. So, sir, I kindly seek that support from you, through the services, to get closer to the team once they are playing, so that we can get them back to where we belong. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Colonel James. Yes, sir. Just put in the figure that 2003, 2004. We thank the Colonel for giving that wonderful speech on behalf of the board chairman, who is unavoidably absent. And on this note, and the Chief of Defense Staff for the pressing engagements, we want to excuse the Chief of Defense Staff and come to the end of this program. We'll have the presentation of the equipment to the sport officer and the captains of the male and the female team to be joined by their assistants. Can you come forward? We'll start with the ladies first. We have the captain of the female team to be assisted by the deputy captain.
You can face so that we can have the view of the background. All the media, let's come back so that we can have the view.
Okay, well done. Congratulations.
From the Chief of Defense Staff, flanked by the assistant captain. Thank you very much, the Chief of Defense Staff, Gambia Armed Forces. Now we have the captain of the main football team to be joined by the deputy captain of the main team.
Steven, so they can make a group photo so that we can let them call on us so that we can. Sorry, all the media, can we stand back? Sorry. Sorry.
That's our home and away.
Sorry, the display table. Okay.
Those are the home and away jerseys for the two teams, the male and the female. Thank you very much, sir. And on this note, the rest of the officers will join the seniors for a group photo. Sir.
Let them remain like that. What David?
No, ban. No, wait. Attorney.
Oh, Stephen. Stephen.
Adi.
Why not guy them?
Ghana. Jova Ghana. No, Jova Ghana.
Numbers. Aha. We have done. Ghana front go. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for watching. We have finally come to the end of the program. It's the handing over of sport equipment to the Gambia Armed Forces team by the Armed Force itself. In case if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Just to remind you that you are watching Jawol Online TV, and I am Mariam Kamara. Bye-bye for today.